What's up, guys? QuarterHoarder here, and welcome to the first metal detecting episode of 2021, and it starts off with a bang. 5 of us walk into a Colonial farm field in the morning, and we all find incredible old coins. We stroll out of there at the end of the day like kings. It was an amazing day. I hope the year continues half as good as it starts off, but I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you at the end. Later. All right, this is my first hole of the day, Doug. It was scratchy. I could only hear it one direction. Joe came over. I was digging for it. I couldn't hear it with the pinpointer, so Joe walked away. It was much deeper. But then my third shovel fell all the way down as I was getting ready to move this dirt off to the side. It's sitting right there on my shovel.
Looks like it might be a 3M. Yeah. Got that copper color.
Yeah.
I hope it is, because I just called everybody over.
It looks like a KG size, too.
We get out of the light.
Is that your first hole, Jason?
My first hole, Charlie.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Paul is way up
I would
there.
call Paul over, but yeah, Paul took off. It feels light, though, for its size. It feels very light.
Is it thin? Is it pretty thin?
Yeah, it looks British.
It's not super thin, but
Wow. Okay.
I'm going to have to toothbrush it and see what it is. I don't want to ruin it just in case.
Yeah.
So hang on, I'll come back in a second.
Let me see.
All right, there's my coin. And Charlie's been here a couple times before, and you guys have killed it. You got a 1600 silver.
1640.
What was it called?
It was a Hoarder from the Netherlands.
Wow, never even heard of it.
1640. Yeah, I didn't know what it was myself. I thought it was a token, but it was the dollar coin that they use.
I'd love to see it at the end.
So that's definitely.
But he said your coppers were coming out kind of rough, and
yeah, the British ones were.
And based on the thickness, I think this is going to be a British copper, and it definitely falls into the rough category.
But that's the start for today. That was your first hole.
First hole, I left my flashlight in the car. Usually when you shine the light across it, it'll throw some shadows up, and maybe you'll be able to see a little detail. At the moment, I just can't see anything, but that's still a heck of a start there, Charlie.
Way to go.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. And I want to see I want to see your daughter, or whatever you call it. And while Charlie's ogling my daughter, I'm going to put a banana in the hole, Charlie. That way we all find coins like this all day long. But no, this should be a great spot. It looks beautiful. Paul already walked 3 miles away, Charlie. 3.2 miles away, or I would have called him over too. But it should be a great start to the day. Hopefully find some more. All right, well, the ground is kind of frozen. The first inch or two is like just permafrost. You can see the frozen part. So it's just like hard as a rock, these clumps. I mean, it's just like a solid rock. So in this big giant piece of permafrost, this thing is sticking up, and it looks like it's going to be a fancy piece of jewelry or something, but it goes down into this hard as a rock piece of permafrost. So I'm going to very carefully try to extract it, because it could be something really cool, but I can definitely see a nice design on it. So let me work this, get it out, and we'll take a look at it. Well, I had to fight hard for it. I did not break it. This is all there was to it. But very fancy piece there. Maybe some sort of an old brooch, or a piece of I don't even know, buckle. But very nice design on it. It's a shame that's all I got. I rechecked the hole. There was nothing else in there. But I don't know. That's a really cool little fragment of something. I got a good one here, I think. I'm on the top of this hill. I'll work on the top of the hill. Paul and Joe are up there. Charlie and Doug are way down there by the cars. And I'm in the middle of this hill. It's been really quiet, and then all of a sudden this. See how it just stops? It's very small. About 3 inches deep. I'm going to dig it up. I hope it's something good. All right, I was going to live dig it, but the ground is just too hard.
What are they, icebergs?
Yeah, these are the ice chunks that come out. And after I flipped all the ice chunks, I swung and it was still down here, which is really good. It's right there, Paul. Do you see it? Right there. It's a silver coin. It's about the size of a dime. But based on this area, I'm hoping it's an old one, Paul. I'm hoping at least a seeded. It feels very light. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, nope. I was going to say real, but I see.
That's capped.
I see 1 dime.
Oh, you see 1 dime?
I think I see 1 dime on this side. Can you hold my...
No, I want to look at it.
You will look at it.
That better not be my seated. I told Joe I'm going to find a seated today.
It is a seated dime, Paul. Son of a gun.
What did I want today? Yeah, what do you think he found?
Oh, I knew it was going to be an old one.
That was mine.
It's got arrows.
That's a 52, 53?
53, probably.
It looks like 55.
55.
Really?
Wow.
With arrows?
It looks like 55. It was small and tight, Joe. I said, oh, this is going to be a good one. This is no bullet. Wow, let's clean up a little better. I'll get a nice close-up of it. All right, there it is. And look at the detail on that. 1855 seated dime with arrows. You see the arrows right above the date there. The very next year, 1856, the design changed and those arrows are gone. They did bring them back, I think, like in the 1870s. But last year, they only made 2 million of this 1855, and they only made it in Philadelphia. So there'll be no mint mark on the back of any of the 1855s. Look at all that detail. That's gorgeous. It was hit by the tractor, so there's a little bit of a ding there. But otherwise, it's in great shape. I can't believe it. So killer find. I'm sorry, Paul, that you didn't get it. But, well, I'm not too sorry. But I'm glad one of us got it. One of us, at least. Would you like to hold it, Paul?
I did.
Oh, did you? Okay, just another iceberg special. And one of these big, giant blocks, and this is like frozen tundra. I pulled this out. And I don't really know what it is. This side almost has 2 bump outs on it. Like, you know, it would actually go into something. You'd turn it and lock it into place. A lot of what we found so far has been Colonial era stuff, so this could be really old. I just don't know what the heck it is. It'd be cool if it was like some sort of an old barrel tap or something, but not sure. Cool little artifact though. Bring it home with me, take a better look at it. I moved on to field number 2. We weren't finding a ton in the first field, even though it was quiet. Up against this old Colonial house and this old bank barn, and we're going to take this all the way up towards the other Colonial house, the big area. So hopefully we have a good day. What do you got, Charlie?
Beautiful musket ball.
Look at that, Charlie with a musket ball. Let's go take a look at it. You said the best musket ball you ever found?
I actually think it's got this whole. I think it's the nicest musket ball I ever found.
Wow, look at that.
Isn't that nice?
That is a real beautiful. The dropped ones are just gorgeous, aren't they?
I really truly believe it's the nicest one I found.
And I love the patina on it too.
Yeah.
Joe's running over. Joe found a token. Look at that. We just got here.
Big silver first.
That's one of them tokens.
There's some interesting designs on it though. Is it a Chanukah?
Well, it's good. Those luck tokens.
I see a wagon wheel on it.
Yeah, it's one of them.
Well, it's a Chanukah good luck token.
It might be. See the wagon wheel? Like 9 o'clock?
That's real nice.
I had to think what a clock looked like.
Yeah.
Here's my second.
I'm going to rub it because he walked away, Charlie.
Yeah.
When you walk away.
Yeah, when they walk away,
yeah,
you you want with it, you know?
Yeah. No, but
Get out the sandpaper.
Yeah, we got one with big silver.
It is a Chanukah.
Happened to me that time, remember?
Oh, the Bob Ritchie. The Bob
When
Ritchie.
it popped, I was like, yo!
You could redeem that for a nickel's worth of
I
gas.
thought I had 8 real one time.
I thought it's a Chanukah token.
Welcome to the Chanukah.
Paul also got a Chanukah token. Where's yours, Joe? So you don't think I'm lying. Whoops, one of them just fell.
Maybe back in the Colonial days, there was a Chanukah gas station there.
They had the gas up their buggy. That's awesome. I don't know whose is whose now because one fell on the ground.
Mine's the
You
dirty
guys have to
one.
arm wrestle for the better one.
That's yours.
I know what kind of car.
Oh, that's crazy. I mean, we're right in the back of this Colonial bank barn, and they both pull out like 1960s Chanukah tokens. All right, I called Doug over. He wasn't far from me. Paul and Charlie and Joe are on the other side. There's a ravine that goes over there. It's about 10 feet wide. I don't feel like jumping over it. But about 3 inches deep. This one was come up in the mid-60s. And as I was fishing through, it popped up right here. Up, it's a button, Doug. I feel the shank on the back of my finger.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's a nice shank. It's a morning shank, Doug.
Or an erotic shank. Well,
That's a good sized button.
you're not kidding.
Yeah, it came up in the 60s, which is a little low for a coin, but sometimes those half cents will come up weird. Let me clean it up and see if I see a marking on it, but that's a nice button.
Colonial.
It's old, that's for sure. There it is, Doug. Look at that shank.
In all its glory.
That's like a 20-year-old shank.
Yes, it
That's
is.
beautiful though. I cleaned up well. I think there's writing around the edge too, but I can't quite get it yet. And there's nothing on this side, but it's a nice size coat button. My first button of the whole day. And it's a beauty. I love it. Well done, me.
Yeah. I agree.
All right, Dog Tag Doug, Mexican Doug, Doug's Bunny. On the board. He said an Indian?
Finally.
Let me see. Oh yeah, that's an Indian. I put my glasses on before I walked over, Doug.
Okay.
That way I don't have to put everybody on hold. 1885. Yeeks. Even with the glasses on, I can't tell what that last digit is. Maybe an 8 or a 9. That's a nice shape, though.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a greenie, as Paul always says?
Yeah, it's green.
Is it green?
Nice emerald green.
It's a beautiful coin.
Yes, they are.
You got nice detail for what's exposed so far. Just can't make out that last digit. Well, Doug, Paul and Charlie found 2 coppers now on the other side of this ravine that's too wide to cross. So we have to walk about 2 football fields up to the road to cross the stream and walk. But if they're finding coppers, Doug, we're not finding much over here.
No.
So we're going to take the long journey. We'll be back in a minute. All right, I finally made it to the other side of the ravine. I think I might need a nap. But let me see. Everyone got something. Joe got this big button, he said.
Maybe that was really.
I think it's actually too small for a GW.
Well, I don't think it's.
Oh, I do see like a,
There's like is that a
rose
bird?
bush or
Is
something.
that a bird right there?
It's got a hole in it.
Yeah, I said it's whole.
And it looks like it looks like a shank right there, folded over.
Clean that up more,
All right,
Joe,
I
and
will.
safe. While I'm waiting for that, Charlie from Heritage Relic Hunter representing, got himself a copper.
Well, actually, this was the first thing I found. It's a goose.
Oh.
U.S. Wildlife Service.
Is it dated?
I didn't look at it, but I know it said U.S. Wildlife on it.
Yeah.
So I think it's goose. They do goose hunting around here, but
Some of these are have a reward on them.
yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I did send one in one time. So
And let me see your copper, Charlie.
yeah, it's pretty well toasted, real thin. I think it's probably a British copper.
I have to agree. It is
Yeah.
awfully thin.
Yeah, it's the second one today now. Fields aren't really good to old Colonial copper.
I think I see a bust, Charlie. Very faint. I think he's facing my way, like a KG 1 or 3.
That's what we thought. To be honest with you, we thought maybe it was. Now Paul found
very
Paul
slick,
found
though.
an American.
Look in the light, and it's
And then Paul got a
really
copper.
nice.
Look in the light.
All right, look in the light.
Yeah, look how detailed that
Nice
is.
classic.
Oh, look at that. It's a
classic
beautiful
head.
classic
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
18. What do we say it was? We think
1814.
1814,
Yeah,
yeah.
very nice condition.
What was the last year on the classic heads, Paul?
I think a 15.
Was it?
somewhere
It was
around
right around here.
there. It's 14 or 15.
Oh, that's in beautiful shape. Look at
Yeah,
all that
real
stars
nice.
and
Got that
everything.
Got it near the house over here. Near the house. So
Well, we picked the wrong side of the ravine, obviously, because you
I
guys.
realized that creek was that bad.
That's an awesome coin. Congratulations, Paul.
Yeah, it has birds.
And Joe's button, or yeah, it's definitely like a dove or something. Is it a shank?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
I never found one like that.
No,
before. It rang up real low, Jason.
really.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a beautiful find too. Well, I'm glad I made it over. Now I can join the party.
Yeah,
You
there
guys
we
are
go.
kicking some butt over here.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, and Paul got a piece of a cap gun. Pony Boy.
Pony Boy.
Remember Pony Boy from
Yeah.
what was that movie, Charlie,
know
with
what you're talking
Matt
about.
Dillon?
Outsiders.
Yeah, The Outsider.
Outsider.
Paul is an outsider. It's a
Actually,
perfect fit.
yeah.
Paul's an
Actually, I
outsider.
got the other.
Way to go. All right, I'm going to fire up my machine and join in the party. All right, Charlie just got another copper, he thinks.
I'll grab it out. I'll grab it.
Oh, I see it,
Yeah,
Charlie.
It's staring right at me. So
I'll come.
I can feel how thin it is already. Maybe it is a button too because it's really thin. So it's really
not,
thin.
it's
No,
not
it's a
thin,
coin. It's a coin.
Okay, all right.
I'm not going to say it has any details.
My copper has no detail either. Paul's the only one. Paul's looks.
But the American coins being thicker the way they are.
Well, Paul gets like beauty queen coins, and we
I
get.
just,
That looks
Titanium, maybe.
might be have some
All right,
detail.
Paul's going to clean it up,
Let me
just
get my
like an
machine.
archaeologist.
Let me get my machine out of the way here.
On the
Yeah,
back
he-
of his glove, yeah, he'll
he
step
knows
on that.
coins.
It might be titanium there.
All right, there's Charlie's copper. Man, they are slick today.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't see anything on it.
Get that. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm just not sure. I can't see anything on either side. Paul thought he saw a head on one side. Man, it's tough, Charlie.
Yeah. I know.
Nothing more discouraging when you get a big old coin. And
let it dry out.
yeah, if it dries, you might be able to get something on it. But
Seriously.
heck of a good find, though. How many is that for you today? Three?
Yeah.
Where was the other one?
That's amazing.
Yeah, hey, I'm a senior citizen. I can't
No, you
remember.
got
I thought he
two
saw.
here.
I thought he
Where
had
was
two.
the other one?
I think it was two.
These are
I
tough
think it was two.
questions.
It was two. I think it was two.
Don't put this.
Charlie, 2 and 3. That's so
I
close.
like yes and no answers.
Yeah, 2 and 3 is so close in numbers, Charlie. We're just gonna say 3.
How many wives you got? 1 or 2? 3?
I just pulled this out, and it's got
it looks like a dog tag.
It's got writing on it.
Yeah, it looks like a dog tag. Got 2 holes on it there.
I can see something CO.
That's probably county.
I'm gonna have to clean it up. I think I see 94, maybe 1894.
Could possibly be.
Let me give this a good
Or
brushing.
even 1994 is a long time ago, as far as I know.
This looks. I'm hoping this is older than 1994.
Yeah.
Let me give this a little cleaning and see what the heck this is. I think this is gonna be interesting, though, Charlie.
Yeah, I believe it's the dog tag the way it looks today.
Yeah, it looks like an
Berks
old
County.
dog. It looks like an old dog tag. That looks like a 4, doesn't it?
There's my dog tag. You can see at the top it says Berks. The bottom says County, PA. The date is right there, and I can see 19 something 6, maybe 36 or 06, or that third digit is hard to tell. Right there, it looks like 36 from my angle. That's awesome. Yeah. I'm guessing it's a dog tag. There's definitely a number, some sort of a hunting tag,
Well,
dog tag,
Berks,
something.
I see Berks on there.
Yep. So that's a cool find. I like stuff like
that's
that.
the county we're in. So,
Yep, that's an artifact.
I see that, Jason?
Absolutely, sir.
Yeah.
Nice find. I love it.
like
All right, Just Silver Joe breaking tradition because he didn't get a silver. He said he got a copper.
Yes, it's
It's either a farthing.
That might be a farthing.
Or a half cent.
it might have some detail too. Yeah, I'm starting to see
Is it a farthing?
yeah, I can start to see the bust.
Oh man.
That's cleaned up pretty good, Paul.
Yeah, it's either a half cent or a farthing. It actually, now that he's cleaning it, it looks more half cent size.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, look, you can start to look at the detail.
Let me see, Joe.
Good
So
detail.
what is it?
I don't know.
We're not
Could
sure
be
yet.
Farthing, maybe.
Try the other side.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
I won't even see it.
So what is it?
It's a half cent, but I
Yep.
can't
So
tell you
it's
guys.
not a farthing, it's a half cent?
Yeah.
I can see detail, but
The size definitely is half cent.
It's
yeah.
definitely, I can see it drying up fast.
I think it looks like a woman's bust facing to the left, but I
bet
gotta
you
get my
it's a
glasses on.
classic head. It's probably a classic
It looks
head.
like it's left facing. Let me get my glasses on and see. Hang on. Now this is probably like the size of a quarter, maybe a teeny bit bigger. I can't even tell for sure, Joe, what way the bust is facing. Joe and Paul think it's facing this way. I think it's facing that way. I'm just not sure because it's so dirty, and you can see some writing around the rim, not a lot. The back, didn't clean the back at all yet, so just not sure, but you might have something really cool there, Joe.
Yeah, I'll clean that when I get home.
All right, there's Joe's coin, and he sprayed it down a little bit. It's hard to see on this side. There is a bust of King George facing to the right. Let me see if I can find it. I'm not sure. This side, the back though, if you can see that cross in the middle, and that cross is inside of a crest. This is a Virginia halfpenny, Joe?
1773.
17th, they only made it 1 year, right?
Yes,
The Virginia
yep.
halfpenny. I read a story about these where they were made for Virginia from the crown in Britain. They came over in 1773, weren't released until like 1775,
Correct, yep.
and then the war broke out.
Yep.
They didn't want to use them, so people hoarded them. What a great find. I've never found one before, Joe. That's amazing. Well done, man.
Thank you, sir.
Good job. But Paul got himself a button he thinks maybe general service.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Holy cow, Paul. That is a huge, is that a button or is it a collar
It's
disc?
a button.
Oh, okay, there's the shank.
Yeah.
It's a wire shank, so it's a two-piece crimped button. Big fat, this is the kind of button I think Joe had, but Joe has just the front, just this top piece, because it has
Oh, I
that
see
same
what you're
wire
saying,
shank. I think he's missing the back. You see how it's crimped over?
Mm-hmm.
So I think Joe just has the top, and he's got that same wire shank on his. And we don't know. I think his is a hunting button, but yours is definitely military.
That's what I thought I had at first, but then I saw the
that's a
sun.
giant one too. That's a great find. Congratulations, man.
Thanks.
Well done. All right, Dog Tag Doug. Better late than never, Dog Tag Doug.
Doug was getting ready to curse somebody.
Everyone's got a copper or silvers or both today.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you do.
And oh, there's Dougie's right there. I see it. Right there. Did you touch it yet with human hands, Doug?
No.
All right. You want me to bend down and get it for you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
There you go. Doug's
I'm beat.
getting, yeah, Doug's beat.
It's big too, Doug.
Yeah, that's American.
Oh, there's a shank.
No, it's big.
Shack, I can see the 1 cent mark.
It's another
Where's
class.
that?
It's a classic head, just same as Paul's.
Okay, way to go.
Yep, it's another classic head.
We got Doug.
I can see, and it's got yours is in just as nice a shape as Paul's. Maybe better shape when I brush it. I see all the stars and everything. We'll let Paul give it a cleaning and come back, but it's a beautiful condition classic head, Doug. Way to go!
Just hold up to me real quick.
All right, it's getting dark. Paul's holding my flashlight. There's Doug's coin. It's a beautiful classic head large cent.
So that's got to be.
And look at all. Is that called the reading, Paul, around the outside?
I don't think they have them on that.
Well, you can see that. I know what you call it around the outside. The date is at the bottom. I can't see it.
There.
Get a date. It's in great shape. We just didn't clean it real well yet because we're losing daylight. There's the wreath. Yeah, this is the exact same coin Paul just found, only Paul's had all that damage around the outside of the rim, like it did a 100-yard dash in a 90-yard room. That's a beautiful coin, Doug. Congratulations. I'm glad you're on the board, man.
So am I. It's
Well
a
done.
long drive out here.
Well done.
Nice.
Everybody scored. Those are the best days when everybody scores.
Oh, sure.
That's my guess.
All right, I didn't get a copper, but I just had a really good signal. I said I got a coin here before I even started digging it,
What
Paul.
did I tell you had the last time?
It was about 4 inches down. It's right here.
We were even.
This is very thin, either real or half dime.
I think that side, the one side's the.
I see pillars. I see pillars.
Yeah, that's what I thought I saw.
Look at that.
Wow, way to go.
That's got a lot of detail on it, Jason.
It's a small one.
Paul, can you hold this? I want to spray
I
it.
bet you that's like 1789.
Signal.
I said I had a coin before my shovel even went in the hole.
Yes, he did.
This is amazing.
Wow, that's got a lot of detail on it.
Crossing that creek to get here, and he gets what we say.
I can see pillars on it. The bus side is got some black. It looks like Carlos. I don't know which Carlos it is. Let me get my glasses on. And hold on, Paul.
He's yanking it different ways.
We're going to take a look at that. We're going to try to see what the date is when that.
Oh no, it's
Yeah.
1806. Carlos the
Yeah,
Fourth.
I think you're right.
Oh, 18?
Carlos the Fourth, 1806.
Bam!
Awesome.
Way to go.
Oh, way to go.
Woo! All right, the sun's starting to go down. I'm losing it a little bit, but there he is, Carlos the Fourth. It's hard to see. You can see the Roman numeral 4 up there, and the date is at the bottom, 1806. Sometimes silver will turn colors like that. That's why it's like black and silvery. And I removed the black off some coins before, and I just didn't happy with it. It just looked too shiny. So I'm not sure if I'm going to take that black off or not. There's the back, which I saw right out of the hole. Those gorgeous pillars. This one was minted, I believe, in Mexico City. I can't see the mint mark offhand. There'll be an M with a little circle on it to indicate Mexico City. But incredible coin. Of all the reals I have, and I do have a bunch of them, very few 1800s. I think only one. All my other reals are 1700s. So even though this is newer, just much harder to find. Awesome coin. All right, we're finishing strong. Dog Tag Doug just said another copper. Oh yeah, Doug. Oh my goodness.
That looks to be the same. I can see a bust.
I'm not sure yet. Let me give it a brush down and see. I think this one might be a little slick, but hopefully enough to get some detail. Hang on. All right, I'm recording. No foul language, Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie. You're such a potty
I only
mouth.
swore once, and that was when you were with me.
There's Doug's coin. It's a King George II, which will be somewhere around like 1740s to 1760s, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. We're losing daylight, or we do a better job of cleaning it up. And on the back, you can see Britannia right there, Doug. I see her. I know you
Yeah.
can't. You'll see her later when you watch the video back, Doug.
Good.
And you have the coin forever.
Give her a bath. One of the
Way to go, Doug. I would
right.
I would look at it longer, but I want to go dig some more holes.
Yeah, there you go. Get another real.
Great find. So there it is, guys. The first hunt of 2021, and every single guy killed it. Amazing buttons were found. Some really cool artifacts, but the coins, man, they were flowing. Doug with a King George and a classic head large cent. Paul with a classic head. Charlie with 2 coppers. Me with 2 coppers. Not to mention the 1806 Carlos IV half real Spanish silver. And then Joe's 1773 Virginia halfpenny, you gotta be kidding me. It was an amazing day, so much so that we go back next week and pick up right where we left off. And of course, if you want to find your own incredible things, I know they're out there. They're all over the place. Just give yourself a chance and get yourself a metal detector, and I can help save you money on any brand you want. Just shoot me an email, QuarterHoarder@yahoo.com, and I'll help figure out what machine is best for you in your price range so you can get out and find your own amazing pieces of history. I'm telling you, you are going to love it. It's a hobby of champions. But otherwise, thanks for watching, everybody. Happy hunting. I'll see you in the next one. Later.